Here we go, guys. Clayton Kershaw has got a chance to silence haters here to be the winning pitcher of this game. He may go 100 pitches, he may go 50, whatever amount of pitches it takes to win this game. LA has got to do everything to get back in the series. If it means Clayton Kershaw pitching another game down the line and getting momentum here and getting his confidence back. And that's what they have to do in this situation. They have to run him in there for as long as it takes, for however long this game continues. And Edo Valley, he is putting in a full start in there. What a great move by the manager to put in a red hot pitcher in there and to not worry about wearing down his arm. So I like that on the part of Alex Cora and how he's managing the game. And Clayton Kershaw, I really like this game of chess here by Dave Roberts, even though, in my opinion, Dave Roberts should have pitched Clayton Kershaw in a game 1, game 4, and game 7 of the World Series under that particular scenario, with putting your best pitcher out there 3 times if it needs about, So that's what it's all about. Is just you gotta. It's not really about winning the series as quick as you can. If you don't get the job early on and you have your wake up pitchers at the end of the World Series, then it hurts your team's chance to come back. Man United here, it is very confusing and very cryptic with Jose Mourinho and how he's really handling himself tactically with Manchester United. And it doesn't seem that he's getting the team to attack enough. And I even saw it against my Juve, where Jose Mourinho is not getting enough movement off of the ball for his team. And they are just too, just too technical and too compact as they keep their players stationary and occupying space, so the defense is already to set up. So that's what this is about. And the Dodgers here, I like this game of chess so far. And I just think that Dave Roberts may get the best of this. Clayton Kershaw, this is a perfect opportunity to shut up his haters here. And I think here, Clayton Kershaw is at his clutch moments. Well, Juventus, you see, I think, no disrespect to Manchester United, but we'll just wipe the floor with them again, and I don't see any attack. And I haven't predicted before the game that Mourinho's next 2 losses would occur against Juve. He got a draw against Chelsea. They should be able to beat Everton. This is a perfect opportunity for Lukaku to show if he's a shitty Premier League striker or if he can get a good start, which he can't do. So the Clayton Kershaw haters, he's had his clutch moment. He's pitched great for the Dodgers during their run through the playoffs last year. So that's all it is. And either way, LA's going to win the World Series. It doesn't matter if they're not going to win it this year. They're going to win it in 2019. I already had the video of the Dodgers and the Yankees. And the thing is, in my projections, that I'm getting 2019 right, but just everything for this year turned out to be a little bit wrong. So I can stick with my projection of the Yankees and Dodgers that I had deep down in time. I can explain later my Washington may win around 2020 or 2021, around that range. Just there's like a nationalism theme and what's going to happen to America during that point in time in that year. The whole build-up for World War III is going to happen at that time. It's all being pre-planned and engineered for years right now. And it's going to happen under Warren. The NWO is going to still be in control at that time, as they always are. How can you get a leadoff walk What are you doing, man? I still think the Dodgers are fools if they get rid of Clayton Kershaw. Just, let me kneel down. I hope for the best for Man U, but it will definitely be the fault of the manager and his tactics if they find a way to lose. Everton attack early. If you get multiple goal lead, then park the bus in the second half and rest up players. That's what Mourinho's got to do. But no, Mourinho wants to do it the whole game. It's sit back and wait for an incoming mistake to happen. And you can't just sit back and let the opponent occupy the ball all the time. Oh, yes, totally. I mean, the Raiders are taking right now. Marshawn Lynch, unfortunately, is on the IR, the injured reserve. He's on my fantasy team, but he's no longer on my team. Will Fuller is out for the year. He was on my fantasy team, even though I'm liking the Colts in that division. So, yeah, banged up right now. But it should be easy for the Colts since Amari Cooper got traded and they're red hot. And the Colts, fortunately for them, they suffered their injuries early on in the season. And it seems like with that team, guys are coming back from injury. And the first time last week, we saw Marlon Mack, Anthony Costanzo, left tackle, and T.Y. Hilton all in action together. So look out for Indianapolis against a taken team what John Gruden's building for the long-term strategic plan for the Oakland Raiders. And the Colts are a team that's going to gun it for now with a no-risk, no-biscuit manager, a coach who's going to go out there and run no huddle on offense. Nicely found by Clayton Kershaw there. Guy's a warrior. He's a warrior. Now I want to explain here why Dodgers win World Series one in one time the next 3 years.
Now that out has been recorded, the reason I was saying it's so important to get at least one out from the next two hitters because of what you mentioned with Waldy being on deck. Well, right now, there's nobody.
I'm just going to type something here because they will lose to the Yankees.
There's Bogarts. And he might have tweaked something lower body in his last at bat. It looks fine. Obviously, don't know, but it looks
so. This has everything to do with 13. It really is. And the reason why is that LA is the 12th letter and A is the first letter. It equals 13. I mean, they appeared in the 113th World Series. And the fact is that Los Angeles, California, and Gematria equals 113. It even equals 41 as well. And, 41 is the 13th spot. That's how it is for LA. They're really big into the number 13. Kobe Bryant was drafted 13th overall. I got my Charger. I mean, even Kobe Bryant was drafted 13th overall. Oh, yeah, Kobe Bryant's initials. KB, man. Big baller KB. The 11th letter, the second letter, that adds up to 13 as well. It's all about that number 13. You see what? Hi. You know what? People want to go home. Why? This is something's problem. The doctors are like tossing around. They always told they're so obnoxious.
I thought the Angels were like them because Mike Scioscia just left this season. Mike Scioscia's finally gone. The American Banger's gone.
Angel fans are a lot like the Arsenal supporters.
in the way that they galvanized over a championship that happened over 15 years ago.
Xavier caught 23 home runs during the regular
I can
season.
see if I can reach the
Pitcher
lamp
on
over
deck.
there.
Count the hitters' favor.
I think I can if I just move this a little while. And I move this and set it around on the corner. So here, I can still enjoy the lamp, but this is just laid on the opposite side. But I still wanted to move to this side.
2-1. Good catch down the right field, and 2 balls, 2 strikes. Great save
I
up
mean,
there.
I just put that underneath the plow. I just put it in the opposite direction. And that's how I still enjoy the lamp. And nice break there. That was a nice breaking ball. Well, Alex Wood is in the game, but so who did Clayton Kershaw pinch hit for?
For Julio Urias.
Oh, what? Come on! What are you doing, Dave Roberts?
So
Guys!
then you can play, if you wanted to, you could pitch Kershaw tomorrow. He only did an inning or two. You could get
What if? I guess hindsight is 2020. Yeah, but what if they lose
oh, wait,
this?
no, Rich Hill's pitching tomorrow.
What if
but
they
he would pitch
lose?
Sunday.
What if they lose this game and Clayton Kershaw's not in there? Put his best pitcher in there when you're facing elimination.
Rich Hill tomorrow, and then
God,
Clayton
come
Kershaw
on,
on Sunday.
we can still run Clayton Kershaw out there. He still's got to go out here tonight. You got to go out swinging with the best pitcher. You got to just extend the series. And if you need to, face Clayton Kershaw again tomorrow. Just it's the end of the season.
Just in case.
Do any injuries in the postseason happen when this particular instance happens where pitchers are being super worked?
No, I mean it's the World Series.
Okay, then these guys are pussies. Just I do it like the old days of baseball where they just these
Did you
pitchers
hear
would
what
stop.
Raleigh Finger said? If you were a starter, you pitched all 9 innings, and then 2 days later, you went back out there.
Yeah, what the fuck? These guys are pussies, man. Can you imagine the old pitchers out there in those days with all the pitches they were throwing?
You'd never use relief pitchers.
And I just wonder if he's ever going to start Clayton Kershaw 3 times in the World Series, like he failed to do last year. This Dave Roberts guy. You know, 1 World Series out of 3 years is just unbelievable, but some teams are really great, but some just end up choking too much in the finals, and we see it all around in sports. We see Juve in the Champions League, and let's see. Any other teams out there that just reach the final but lose too much? Well, Arsenal's sort of like that, except they don't reach the final that much, but they always get knocked out in the knockouts. They're the bench teams. Oh, yeah, the Vikings are a big one. Vikings are a really big one. They always have quality, but they never find a way to finish the job.
Wonderful, brilliant. 90 pitches in relief. Unbelievable. Here's Max Muncy. Outside for ball 1. Muncy came close. His last time up. Down the right field line. It just went.
So ball 1 here. You're sitting on any fastball in this case.
Two games to none. 2-2, 18 innings.
Favorable matchup. And look, this is a tie-in pitcher. Number 17 is in the game. It's 17 fire innings here. Is this a big move by the manager? Not switch pitches here it's all about timing here when you start to have a tired pitcher out there on the mound. Even if it's a little too much. Even if it's one batter. You see, it's 3-0 here. It's about chess and baseball here. They didn't time it right. Ado Valley, number 17, should have gone out after the 17th inning, okay? It's numerology is why Red Sox going to choke this game here, okay? Now, he was not swinging there at that fastball. Does this guy like it out in the zone where he can still tear something in down the line? But this guy's been hitting quite a bit of home runs this year, Muncie.
3-1 to Muncie.
Ado Valley, his name starts with the 5th letter, and he can end up allowing the 5th run of the game, and it's game over. That's what's happened here.
Where does Nathan Evaldi go down in the Red Sox?
Okay, he's tipping in his cap here. He's starting to feel it. The Dodger crowd out here is about to get a fastball to tear down the line, or they're going to get a pitch out of the zone. He cannot choke under pressure. Battle continues. The Green Bay Packers, the Baltimore Ravens are going to win. The Arizona Cardinals are going to win. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win. You know, the Jets wide receiver is out, so I may end up. I have no idea what happens with that Bear team. Just they always jack off and lose a few games that they shouldn't. You see, baseball has to keep a series close. We got a series again. Ado Valley, the 5th letter, allows the 5th run of the game. They lose the chess match. Number 17 should have gone out after the 17th inning. That's what this game was all about. Numerology out in work, great year. It's a good preview, man. It really is a great preview.
Next Max Muncie on the A's. He was on the A's like a season or two ago. I didn't even realize he was.
I got the Red Sox in the next game. Dodgers will be down 1-3.
Put this song by Randy Newman.
I think I may go with Boston.
Started the season in the minor leagues.
They're going to be down 1-3 after game 4. And they'll take that series back to Boston. This team is going to be really dominant. The Red Sox have one of the greatest teams of all time. But
Chris Woodward, that's my friend's uncle.
This is a really great team where it took the number 13. It's the home run, by the way. You know, funny how I was talking about that this whole game. Number 13 in numerology here.
On a chilly evening, able to get it out of here the other way. In the 18th inning, over 7 hours after it began, Max Muncie is the hero. What a night. What an early morning. Let's go down to Ken Rosenthal.
Joe, thanks a lot. Max, this game took over 7 hours, 18 innings. When you throw to the plate,
His first and last name, chapter 13.
That's one that really good at bat. I felt really good off from the first 2 bats.
Better.
Felt like I seen him well.
4th World Series walk-off in Dodgers
He
history.
pitched lights out. He was unbelievable. He was spotting everything he wanted. He was getting us all over the place. But I feel good about my bat.
You know, pretty interesting numerology I see tonight. This was a really great presentation of Major League Baseball. You see how dominant Boston is after the next game. I think hate to say it, but I told my fellow Yankee Nation that hey, next year we're gonna win. And you know, you're a real Yankee when you don't pick those motherfuckers to win the World Series. Damn it. I'm glad the Dodgers won this game. Oh, fuck you guys. Oh, fuck yourselves, Red Sox. What if they'll intensify Yankee hatred for the Dodgers if they end up choking against the Red Sox?
I know it's probably hard to think right now, but
Wow, what a game that was. Unbelievable. Well, I'm going to sign off here. Manchester United against Everton. That was a great show in the second half against Chelsea. You know, maybe 2-1 here. Defense is unfortunately not that well. They may just allow a goal, but I think Man U should get a first and second half goal. They should be able to win against Everton.
Jackie Robinson at 56. Kirk Gibson, the pinch hit home run of Dennis Eckersley.
Hey, shut up about that moment.
And Max Muncy
Okay.
Fucking Joe.
Now you know.
goes opposite field